Hello and welcome to the Work Hates podcast. I'm Bron Lewis. This is Bretty Blake. Everyone has a nightmare work story, whether it is a shitty boss, an awful workplace, or an insufferable colleague. And if you've had none of those things, chances are you're the problem.
You are the problem. Today,
Yes.
we are joined by comedian, actress, and all-around great friend.
Thank you.
Yes,
Wow.
Sonia Di Lorio.
That's the best intro I've ever had.
Thank
Is
you.
it?
Yeah.
It was really good. It was really succinct. You meant it as well. I can
Yeah.
deal that.
Well, we've been friends for so fucking long.
It's true.
We've been in the
And-
traps.
Yeah.
For
I meant
years.
the actress part.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually a really good
Humbled by that.
actress. So, the friend, I'm 50-50 on you, Brett. Cool, that really broke my heart.
Actress.
And
Yeah, no, we have been doing this. We were talking about this before. We've been doing this podcast for almost 2 years, and it blew our minds that we hadn't had you on yet.
Rude.
I know, yeah, so rude because I've worked with you at the project.
Yes.
R.I.P. And Brett, you guys probably started comedy around the same time.
yeah,
I would say so.
we've been around.
We're
a long time.
contemporaries.
Yeah.
We're
Fuck.
peers.
We've 10 plus years we've
Yeah.
been doing it.
Before the first time I ever
Before
came
you
across-
existed in
before I
comedy, mate.
existed.
Probably 5 years before
absolutely.
you started.
weren't invented.
Absolutely.
And haven't you fucking overtaken both of us,
No, I
you
have
mole?
not. So the first time I saw Son, it was the first time I ever went and saw a stand-up comedy gig. Claire Hooper had said to me, because I just met her, she said, "I'll come along to my show if you want. I'm just doing this, like, it's just an open mic gig." And I was like, okay, yeah, absolutely. So one of my friends, we went along, we sat in the front row, we were so excited. And Sonia was the host. And I was so amazed I was in awe of how, like, she just came out and everyone instantly liked you. Like the whole audience was
Right.
like, "Oh yeah, she's our friend, she's on our side." And then you just like weaved like crowd work and then jokes and then like pumped people up. You were like the perfect host. And then when it was all finished and done, I said to Claire Hooper, "Who was the host? She was incredible. How is she
Wow.
not famous?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, Sonia, we don't know."
Bloody hell, I've really gone downhill.
No, you
since-
haven't. You have not. You've always
I'm glad
been.
to hear it.
You've always been
Yeah.
one of the most consistent comedians
Thank
on
you so
any
much.
gig. Like you will turn up, you will deliver the goods, and you will also, Sonia, this is what some people might not know about you, is you're also like eternally optimistic. So you will like turn up, and
Is that
you'll be
true?
like,
Are you dead behind the eyes?
but we
Depends
can't.
on the night.
Yeah, but we did a gig recently together in Brunswick, and it was like, "God, this
Yeah.
is going to be rotten," and you were like, "It's fine, it'll be all right." And then you went on stage. And I was like, she's walking to her death. Like I could hear just like in my head was
your
like, I
support.
should help her. But no, because it looked like it was going to be awful.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
you. The gig itself, I was like, oh, this is too awful. Oh gosh. And then you walked on stage and just tore the roof off. and then you put your little jacket on, you're like, okay, bye. And then just walked off into the night. I was like, how did she do that?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I feel like, you've had so many shitty fucking gigs
Yeah.
and it's like, well, you survive. Who cares?
Yes.
It sucks and then you just leave and
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but then
You know what I mean?
I don't think that.
You go home and you live your life.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
were just like you turned something that was going to be awful into something great.
Yeah.
You're a magician.
I've done that. Oh, this sounds fucking so gross.
Great.
But I've had quite a few
Our
of those.
last episode, we just talked about someone smearing shit all over the
Did you
wall.
smear shit?
This is worse. I pissed on stage. No.
What?
I pissed on the
That's
audience.
actually some people's fetishes.
But,
So
yeah, the audience, the front row asked me to do it.
yeah, we got
no.
a squirter. We got a squirter.
yucky.
Because I'm not a famous person or known on TV, radio, I don't have, a huge following or whatever. So I'm still doing a lot of gigs like that.
Yep.
But that was actually good in comparison to
yeah.
a lot of the gigs that I do. And so I'm finding myself in a position now where I'm like walking into gigs that are 20 times worse as that.
Sure.
And turning them sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like it's a good skill to have.
got
And
a
I'm
good
always like,
skill.
this is making me stronger. This is
Yeah.
making me a better comedian.
Yeah.
But
Battle
it would
hard.
be good when those gigs dry out.
I know.
But
I'm trying to.
this
that's
is my
a-
life.
But I'm trying
This is
to.
our life.
This is our life.
For dragging you into my
Yeah.
mess.
No. I'm a pig in the mud. I've just done a month of Edinburgh. I've done some awful
Oh,
things. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But that's like you're working on a different scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That
they'd
is.
still be. Yeah, but they still would have been hardly any.
No,
in
but
some of those
there's a
gigs.
difference between Edinburgh and then a Melbourne open mic with 14 unwashed men. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like to think that all the bad gigs you learn something from, but I don't think you learn something from
Well,
the
I
really
rocked
bad
up
ones.
to a gig a few weeks ago, this open mic night in North Melbourne, and they're like, oh, yeah, there's no one here, so we're cancelling the gig. I didn't really learn much from that.
You would have learnt to never do that gig ever again. Maybe that's it.
I'm doing it next week.
I think I'm on it with you. Yeah.
Brett's hosting it.
Yeah.
I've learned I'm going to message him beforehand. Before I leave the house, I'm going to be like, is this gig on?
Is this on or is it not on? Yeah.
There's no one there.
Now, you've obviously done comedy for ages, but you've been doing a lot more acting recently. I've seen you in
If we can call it that.
3 or 4 different ads.
Yeah.
You're a millionaire now. How do you have time to hang around us
I
poor
was a
people?
millionaire. Well, the thing with ads is you shoot them on one day.
Yeah.
And you earn as much in a day as I did when I first started working in a year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
it's the best.
it's great. My life is amazing. No, it's not.
And you got 3 in a row.
Did you
That's
also
3 in a
spend
row.
all yours on and it's all gone now? Did you?
No, I
you're not-
didn't.
You're not a fucking idiot?
I didn't.
Sonia's got a mortgage, Bretty. She would have
so
done
it's
something
Yeah, but if you
automatically
pull this
going
down,
to-
right, I can't now, but there's a cocaine table. Haven't got that, have
That's
you?
fucking great.
Yeah, look at that. Swings out.
This
That's a
is
bar.
actually so beautiful.
Yeah, fucking, I'm aware. Look at that. Swings out. That's a bar. Hello.
That's so gorgeous.
Yeah,
I mean, that is worth it.
That is worth it.
And
Worth
yeah.
what? An ad? I don't know about that.
Yeah, no.
However much you paid for it.
What's that,
It's
$2,000?
beautiful. It
$2
is
grand.
Well, for those
You're
who
a
are
fucking
not,
idiot.
It's fucking hand restored by my mate's dad.
it is beautiful. Oh, so you bought it from? It was like mates rates as well. No, it is beautiful. It's a
Okay.
Fuck,
vintage.
I've gotten ripped off, haven't I? I'm like, yeah, that
Have you
seems
been
about
on
right.
Facebook Marketplace?
You aren't getting this on Marketplace, mate.
No.
Maybe it was $1 grand. Maybe it was something else was $2. It was a lot of money.
hope it
The
was a
cocaine
grand.
was probably $2 grand.
Maybe that was
you poured into it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, there's been a lot more than $2 grand on that fucking thing. But anyway.
No, so you moved into ads, which is great because, like we said, there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about acting?
Well,
Do you have that? What most people do is that this is quite embarrassing what I'm doing right now, or are you like I have no shame
well,
left?
I grew up doing theatre.
Oh, great.
So all through uni, I did student theatre.
One of those
And then
people.
I
So
worked
embarrassing.
in student theatre at the uni for over 6 years. That was one of my favourite jobs ever.
Oh.
And so, yeah, throughout uni, I was like performing fucking Shakespeare and stuff. What's more embarrassing than that? You
I
know?
cannot think of anything.
Not a
In
car ad,
Gippsland.
definitely.
Going to be or not to be. Is that Shakespeare?
Yeah, it's Shakespeare.
Fucking
Yeah.
nailed it.
You're very good.
Not
You
as
could
dumb
be-
as you think.
Thank you.
You deserve a line after that.
$2 grand. $2 grand. Apparently it's $50 on Facebook Marketplace.
So enjoying acting? You enjoying it?
Well, I don't know if I can call
Yes,
it
you are.
acting. Yeah.
It's acting.
Okay,
What are you
yeah.
doing on there? You're not doing
Yeah,
stand up.
I did a few ads. And
That's acting.
you say moved into ads. I guess I have, but I've been moved into it. You know, you don't really have any choice in that.
Right.
I did so many auditions for
Yes.
years, you know,
Oh, dude,
and you just
they
don't
fucking
get it.
rule.
You don't get it. You don't get it. Or they're like, oh, we really like Sonia. You know, would she be interested in a different role if she doesn't get the main one? Yeah. So then that's sounding like you're going
Yeah.
to get something. And then it's like, yeah, no, nothing. So then it got to a point where I'm like, do I even bother? Anyway, and
Did
I
you
feel
try
like
hard in these auditions? I have this.
The ones that you got.
I have this thing, a theory, and Oliver Clark's shares the same theory as me. The less you try and want it, the more you get it.
well, perhaps, but maybe it's
Because you're probably like, la la la, because you're a theatre kid, like, la 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 la, and give you 17 different versions of this.
I mean,
you
I
got backup
did-
dancers and shit. They're like, she wants it too
I
badly.
was taping Shakespearean monologues and sending them in. So
You were.
maybe they
for the
were
car
like,
ad.
this is a bit too much. Yeah, I feel
Why
like
is she in
that's
the
beyond
nude?
the net
I
ad.
actually got into the I got into the character for
Just
seven.
wearing like a bed sheet, like a toga around me.
You're getting full method, like 3 days preparation for an audition.
Oh, God.
Fucking Daniel Day-Lewis here.
No, but maybe there is something in the not trying, or maybe it's like
Mm.
the not trying. The less you try, the more natural you are, and that's
Yeah.
what they're looking for. They're just looking for natural.
So
and-
is Brett right? Is that what you did for this one?
Uh,
These ones?
Well, I just I had got to a point where I'm like, oh, it's not going to happen. So spend enough time on it that I need. Don't stress, just
Yes.
relax. And Yeah, I honestly can't tell you why I got those 3 as opposed
'cause
to
you're
all
good.
the other
When,
auditions.
when you say with your auditions, how much time would you put into an audition?
I mean, it depends how many takes and that sort of thing they want for an ad. Maybe a couple of hours.
That's too much.
It's a long time. Isn't
I'm like, I cap it at an hour. That's it.
We had
Well, no,
Learning
I'm
it,
talking about.
filming it, all in an hour, done.
Oh,
Refuse to spend more than an
but
hour.
you film it and then you've got to choose the videos, upload them, blah blah blah.
I only did
I'm
like 2
bad at
takes.
Decision
Send them both.
making. Oh, really?
gives
That's
a fuck?
great.
so this
I was
is
drunk. I was drunk on one and I got it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What was that for the Bonds one?
Yeah, I was maggot. I was at the pub all day. I had about 10 pints, and then I
Okay,
did one
I'm going
take
to try that next.
sent
My
it
next
in, got it.
audition.
Yes, but
Yeah.
what was the role though? It was the
playing Dusty Martin's fat stupid brother.
there you go, and that was the perfect
I did
preparation for
not
that.
audition for that one.
There you go. You did not audition, or you would.
Man,
you
I
wouldn't
did,
have
one, I
got
did
it.
one when I was away in the UK, and they're like, send us through this, and
Yeah.
then all these different accents, or like different not accents,
Yeah.
like different. I was like, nope. Here's Brett just doing one, and I read one of I did one of the 8 things they said to do, and I'm like, there you go. Send it in. They go, yep, you're on hold.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking
But then they
great.
go, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm in fucking Zurich. And they're like, all right, we'll try and look at a studio pricing for that. And then they go, oh, fuck, actually, we're taking you off hold. It was too hard because of time zones
No,
and whatever.
You really made it hard for him. You really didn't want it.
No.
I am
Yeah.
so far away.
I actually did really want it. It was fucking 10 grand. I was like,
that
fuck,
would-
for a
yeah.
voiceover as well. I was like,
I
God
mean,
damn
there
it.
is an aspect of it where it's just down to like the look, yes or no, and the voice, yes or no,
Yes.
and then all the other factors.
I've seen a director do
yeah.
it before on set, and he's just like, they're like, he doesn't even look, he just scanned through and go, yeah, that's the guy. Boom.
Yeah.
Wow. Because I
Right.
listened to a podcast yesterday and Ben Stiller was on it. It's Working It Out with Mike Birbiglia. He was saying, Mike Birbiglia said, what advice do you have for people going for auditions? And he was said, to know that the director wants you to get it. They want you. They don't want to keep looking. So when they open your
Yeah, they
self-tape
want it to be
or when you walk
good.
in, they're like,
They want you to be the
please
right
be
person."
what we're after. And so they're not looking for flaws. They're actually looking for what you can do. And I'm like, that's actually a really nice thing to think about because it does get really. I've done nowhere near as many auditions as you guys would have done because I'm new to it and like the self-tape thing's new, but they're awful because you have to. For me, I have to get Lucas. I have to like make the kids be quiet, put them in a different part of the house. And Lucas, who's like not in the industry at all, it's actually one of the least sexy things you can ever see.
Yeah,
is someone that
absolutely.
you have to eventually share a bed with at some point in that day, being like pretending they're the lady from Harris Scarf.
Yeah.
It's like, oh God.
Sorry, do I get to fuck the chick from Harris
no,
Scarf
no,
after
he does
this?
not,
Yeah.
but
And is he giving it sass? Is he getting into
he's
character?
like, I guess he's like, he'll go, are you supposed to do it like that? I go, I don't know. What do I do it like? And he goes, well, I don't know. I don't know. Is that what they were after? I'm like, I don't know, Lucas.
Jeez, I don't know why you're not getting any of these ads.
You've kept that in. You're screaming at him like, oh, no, Lucas. God, this fucking lady
know.
Harris Scarf's insane.
I know, but that one took ages because I had to retake it because it was like try to get the ring light because it was night.
One and done, baby.
Oh my gosh, absolute nightmare.
Three takes top.
Well, I hope you get heaps more ads on.
Well,
So
now I'm inspired and have Brett's great
Yes.
advice. Yeah.
Dude, I had one
Always.
where I've probably said it on this podcast before. I refused to take direction on the thing, and then I closed the laptop and I got the job.
What?
Because I'd been this is how fucking stupid I am. I'm not an actor. They go, right, so it's a big set of dialogue, and I didn't realize there's going to be another actor on the fucking Zoom who's a proper
Yeah.
actor. I'm like, well, fuck. So I'd been rehearsing it, staring off here, and the computer's here. So I was staring off to the right-hand side of the computer. That's how I rehearsed it. That's how I'm fucking doing it.
yes,
So then the guy goes, right. So when you deliver it, and I started doing it, he goes, that was great, but could you look at the computer, the screen, and with the actor? And I went, no. And he's like, what? And I said, no, I've rehearsed here. I'm doing it that way. I go, I'll do one more, then I've got to go. And then I just did it, and I went, great, thanks, mate. Boom. Closed it.
Oh
That's how I got the job on The Tourist.
God.
It was a big TV series as well.
Well,
See you later, fuckhead.
I guess it went with the character, maybe.
No, I was just playing a guy who didn't give a my character didn't give a
I'm going
fuck.
to take on this advice.
But
Hopefully,
then the guy's like, this guy
I
must
don't
be
know,
fucking really good.
Yeah,
He's got stuff on. I've got nothing on.
He doesn't
I've
need
got
us.
nothing on. I was going to the pub.
You didn't have the desperation.
I don't have the desperation.
Well, I hope it works for me.
I
hope
don't
they're
reckon
not
you
just
should take this
Why not?
advice.
Oh,
It's
they
just-
might just be like, oh, she was drunk and she got her tits out. It's not appropriate.
She told us to get fucked.
like-
I don't know. If we
Really, they're like, we've
got
got to give this guy a job. He's a psycho.
Yeah.
He will
really
murder
needs
us.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
but we were talking before, but Brady, you just landed a big job for
Yeah.
acting. How was you? A huge job, massive, like one of the best TV shows I think Australia has ever made, being The 12. You're
Yes.
alongside Sam Neill. The episode
Yes.
hasn't come out yet, but by this time this episode
Yeah,
is
it'll be
released,
out.
It will be out. You're on the sixth
I'd be
episode.
shunned by actors everywhere.
No, but imagine we talk about it and they've cut your scene.
Well, they probably have. That's why it's, I mean, they can't because it's structural, but the amount of time I'm on there could be cut.
Maybe it's
Okay.
like you,
Yeah,
but
cut
dubbed,
down.
or an AI version of
Yeah.
just someone who
Or
looks
they've
kind of
got
like
someone completely else to do
Yeah.
that, which would rule as well.
What was the audition like for that?
I can't remember that one. Oh, that one was Zoom as well. This one wasn't hard for me though. It was kind of like, it was a live audition. It wasn't like, I think I sent something in, but it was once again like 2 takes done.
Yeah.
This one was easy for me. A person who went to court doesn't want to be there and is a smart ass. Oh, big stretch.
Your life.
Big stretch. I've got to be disrespectful to 2 people who are smarter than me.
And were you
Love it.
just coming from like a real court case?
Oh, and
Personal
the
life.
lady's like, so, man, that was the funniest part. So she goes, so you're in the courtroom, and I don't know if you've been in a courtroom before. I was like, what's the layout? And she's like, judge to the left, left, jury to the right. Yeah, I know this one. I said, it's a West Australian courtroom, isn't she? She goes, yeah, it is. How do you know that? I said, I've been there. And I was actually in court that morning before my audition. Fighting a traffic fine.
They must have been so impressed. They're like, this guy's a method actor. He's been doing all this research for this role.
I literally said, I was like, I was in court this morning.
Yeah.
And she's
Wow,
like,
that didn't scare her.
amazing.
I literally thought, I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
no,
don't
I
know.
fucking refuse to pay parking tickets.
I
She's like, this
wouldn't
guy's
have given you
insane.
the role.
But that one was easy. I just had to, there's not heaps of dialogue. It's like a lot of no's and,
Fuck
like
you.
fuck
Reacting.
yous and,
So you're in the court. So Stuart Dolman's in the jury.
Stuart Dolman's in the jury there. Then it's, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot the actress's name. She's incredible.
The
Who's
one
playing
who's a prosecutor.
prosecutor.
I can't remember her name. She's
oh
on.
my
She was
God.
on Wentworth.
She's
She was
incredible.
B on Wentworth. Top dog.
Anyway,
Shout out
phenomenal.
to her.
Sam Neill, and they're both, but I didn't realize they were running both back to back. So it was like, there was meant to be 3 sections, like, 3, okay, we do this section, then we do that section, then we'll get into this section, because it's like Sam Neill's going me, then the prosecutor's going me. And they're like, we'll just do it all in one go. Is that okay with you? I was like, yeah. I mean,
And do you have your script in front of you?
No.
So do you know the lines?
Yeah, roughly.
What?
Well, I don't know.
It's like 6 pages.
That's like
a lot.
the basic.
I know.
No,
but-
No,
one
but it's me
basic
as
of
well,
doing
so
a
I'm
scene.
pretty
Yeah.
bad at like
And
remembering lines.
And especially if you're not used to it,
And
because I
it's-
think I find it hard to remember things. I did an ad recently, and where they wanted me to learn this huge thing, and I was like, "Cool, will there be an auto cue?" And they were like, I was like, I need an auto cue. And at the start, I was like a bit embarrassed to ask for it, but then I was like, no, this day is going to be so much faster because it was me delivering directly to the
Oh,
camera.
then that's
auto cue.
fine. Yeah.
And I was like, why do we not have one?
Yeah.
Because I can't remember all of this. If I have to be remembering like hand gestures and, like cheeky little winks and stuff,
and
I
when
can't
it's
remember
boring
all
as
that.
well, it's like if you
Yeah.
subscribe, you get
You would say
25%
you
off.
de-
It's boring information.
Yeah. I would say you're definitely not a theatre actor.
Nah.
But that doesn't matter because you don't need to do that, right?
Yeah, well, I just got to, I'm doing some acting soon. They said, just remember you got to know your lines. And I'm like, do
Rude.
Do I? There'll be an auto cue for me.
I'm riffing. I'm a riffer.
It'll be fine. I don't know how you can learn lines
It's too much.
It's hard
I
because then
do
you're
it-
like, no one's learning them with you.
No, there's an app. Nighty showed me, and then you
Okay,
add
I
in
need
their
it.
dialogue, and then you can do call and response. With
Okay, I will do that.
Yeah, I'll
All
show
right,
you next
get the
time.
app. Okay, sorry, Sonia. You look
But
like,
yeah, I
the way
had-
you're looking at me, it's like I've changed in your mind. Like you're like,
Also-
oh, she's actually
No,
a fucking
no,
idiot.
no. I'm just remembering back to uni when I had to
Learn lines.
recite Shakespearean fucking monologues.
Yeah, monologues
that went
all right.
forever.
I think I remember doing monologues at uni, and I remember doing those, and
Just
they
like a
were
speech.
fine.
Yeah.
Just doing a speech,
Yeah.
that's fine. But the
Dialogue.
I did a short film with Joel Osborne, and he turned up and knew every single line.
Yeah, that's-
he was feeding me my lines.
The guy that
I was like,
looks like a
called
robot knew
acting.
everything, did he?
Yeah.
The guy that looks like human AI. Yes.
Wow.
He knew
So
everything.
he was like helping me with it, and I was going,
Yeah.
"How do you?" We just had to run through it like 3 or 4 times, and then it was in there. But to
Yeah.
know it like straight, all right, and action. I was like, "Oh, what am I supposed to?" And then it was. I don't know how.
I'd seen
well this
someone
next
do
thing's
that
gonna
before,
be.
and it fucking freaked me out.
What?
On the tourist, who's that cunt from 50 Shades of Grey? That Jamie Dornan or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
So he walked in for the scene because he's got so much dialogue in a day, and he's like, "What are we doing?" And they're like, "Oh, so it's this," and which sets up that. And he comes in, and he does like a dry run, and I was like, "This guy fucking sucks, dude."
Yeah, he doesn't know anyone.
He doesn't know shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking wipe the floor with my 3 words. You
Yes.
dumb cunt. No
Yeah.
wonder I closed the laptop. And then he goes out, does it, reads something, and then they go, "All right, we'll go for one." And he came in and just
He was on.
fucking nailed everything. And I was like, "Oh," like, and because I didn't realize how handsome he was as well. I was like, "Oh, it's my turn. I'm sorry. I was staring in your beautiful eyes.
Yeah, great.
I'm not gay, but I would definitely fuck you right now."
They're like, Brett, you're not supposed to have a boner in this scene.
"Oh,
Can you
sorry. I
control
thought
that?"
you said I could improv. I'm a horny shop attendant."
Oh,
Yeah, that's acting. He's a
That is
professional
acting.
acting.
That
That is
is
100%
acting.
of his life. So yeah.
But then, but on the 12 one, because I was sitting next to Sam Neill doing hair and makeup, and he's like, and I was like, "Yeah, I do comedy. I'm not." And he's like, "Okay, because I'm gonna be improving a lot of lines here, so I just need you to respond, however you." I'm like,
Oh, that's a
"Oh," and he's
ticket.
like, "No.
Yes, and
No, I've
Sam
actually
Neill.
learnt the script. Can you not fuck with it? Thank you." I was like, "Maybe not too much." And he's like, "I reckon I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'm Sam Neill."
Yes, and did he?
Yeah, of course. But
Because
then,
he didn't know.
But I just had to know, like, my goal was to always
Say,
be
"Fuck
in
you."
that space,
Got it.
like to be a smart ass. So I was being like, he was
so you could
chucking
riff
in.
a bit. See,
Yeah, I
that's
did riff.
fun.
I riffed a couple of good lines. Like, I think because my name was Ferret, and he's like, "Ferret, that's quite a cute name." Like, he was implying that I was gay for this
What?
other
No, he
guy.
wasn't. Why is everything gay to you?
Not gay. Like, he was saying I was a little bitch. I was another
Oh.
guy's little bitch because I was a guy's lucky in this series.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you call it. He's
Lackey.
lackey. Yeah. And then I was like, "Yeah, just remember Ferret's bi." And then I like winked at him. And then a few little fuck around things. And I was like, "I hope that stays, but I don't know."
Yeah. That sounds like it will stay.
Yeah, yeah.
You being really gay.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
I can't wait
dude,
to watch
I'm in
it.
there. I'm like, I don't see the scene, but I'm getting like fucking ass fucked in like, it's a stunt guy. I'm like, I've dropped the bar or so. "Yeah, we added this scene in. Really? I didn't know about
It's
this."
amazing what you can do with CGI.
Yeah. I'm actually in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't remember a bus.
So, Sonia, this podcast is all about awful jobs. So far, we've just talked about how good you are at comedy and how
you.
excellent you are at getting
I feel like
ads.
we just talked about me for
well, that's every episode.
That's every episode. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It happens.
What is the worst job you've ever had?
I guess it would have to be a hospo job. It's like
Yeah,
that's how I
sure.
started. I haven't had, I guess, an insane amount of jobs, but my first job ever was at a place called Don Louis Pizzeria in Gippsland, because that's where I'm from.
Yes.
Yes.
And,
And pizza is of your people's origin?
yeah, not this pizza. I'm
Hawaiian?
not sure you could quite.
Aloha?
Aussie.
Not sure you could
Meat
even
on it.
call it pizza,
Oh,
but
wow.
anyway, it was kind of like a Pizza Hut all you can eat
I love
farm
them.
place.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Very Australian.
But
Yeah, I
I
loved
started
it.
working there just on the weekends when I was like 15 because they had these huge play centers. So I would run the kids' parties. They had kids' parties. And I was earning $5 an hour.
Oh my God,
That's
you're
how
running
old I
parties.
am.
For a kid's party, you could not pay. I'd need $50 an hour.
Yeah.
Kids'
So we were
parties.
just like cooking all the food, the party food, and serving and setting up and cleaning, and then the kids would just go wild in the play center and throw up in the ball.
And you
pit
cleaning up
and, you know.
vomit for $5 an
Well,
hour.
we didn't clean it up.
You cleaned it up.
Put some balls over the
No
top.
one.
The
It all
rats-
gets washed into the balls. you know?
The rats will get it eventually.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, and then they had to. I feel like they stopped doing the party for some reason.
Yeah, I
think it was
reckon I
like
have a
public
reason.
liability or something. But anyway, and then so I just worked at the restaurant at nighttime, the all you can eat, and then take away.
Yep.
Takeaway and delivery.
And I'm assuming when you say all you can eat, the creme de la creme of society.
Of Gippsland.
Oh, yeah.
Of Gippsland would be rock. I'm talking top hats.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking Rolls Royces. I'm sorry, I've had too much caviar.
Yeah, I'm talking it was like $13 for all you can eat. For
Oh,
wow.
yeah. Some big units are coming in.
Big unit. There was this
Yeah.
one guy who
Diabetes, I
looked
got
like,
no leg, whatever.
He looks like Warwick Kappa, but a bit wider. And
So
he-
Warwick Kappa.
yeah. And he would come in with his wife and daughter, and they'd come in as soon as we open. And
Girls, I'm treating you.
You'd just sit there and sink like 8 beers, and then they would start eating like close to closing time when we had to pack up stuff.
Oh,
We're like,
I
why
thought-
are you just sitting there for ages and waiting? I don't know till the food
when
gets
you
cold.
said when you open, I was like, oh, that's smart. It's when it's fresh.
Yeah,
But
it
he's
was like
watching it.
5:30 or whatever, and they just sat there and he drank his 8 beers or
And what
whatever.
did his wife and daughter do?
Just sat there, and then they ate, and then they stayed there for the whole night, and then he drove them home after all the beers.
Wow, what a dad.
Yeah.
What a beautiful husband he
Mm-hmm.
was.
Why? I don't get why they're fucking white. Because to me, fresh. He's like,
bizarre.
no. I want the stuff in the grease trap.
It was bizarre. I can't explain it. Yeah.
I don't want my kids. Actually, no one eats till dad has 8 beers.
I guess just watching him.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like something in the olden days. Like you can't eat until dad's finished or something.
And
Yeah,
then-
if we eat before dad has had 19 schooners, we'll drown.
Yeah, and then the daughter was like, they'd been coming there for years and years, and
Yeah.
the child's price was maybe like $9 or 10 or
Yeah.
whatever, and then they kept saying that the daughter was like under
She's 5
13
still.
or whatever.
Gaffer-
We're like,
Gaffer-
she is grown. I
Gaffer,
think
take
she's
your-
pregnant. Like, she's paying the
Well, she's
adult
not eating, the
price,
baby's
please.
eating, and the baby's under 9. It's like he's in the car park, like, sweetheart, Gaffer, tape your tits down. You need to look like you're 12.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And so did you have, or I remember going to Pizza Hut a lot as a kid in Canberra, next to the lake, and all you can eat, so much fun. And you'd pile your plate up, just like Sizzler, pile your plate up, and then you'd start eating. You're like, oh, I actually feel sick. I don't want to eat any more of this. So there's so much food waste at this place. Or no, people ate it.
Yeah, I mean, like a
Wow.
lot of them, you'd bring out all the pizzas, and yeah, people would.
Did you get to
eat
take it
them and-
home?
No,
Was there like a
we ate there.
was there like a
but-
salad buffet as well?
Salad
A salad
bar.
bar. No one's touching that.
Yeah.
That's
What
a waste.
was
of
that?
Well, I think they did. I don't know.
Soup?
Was soup? No, there was pizzas, a pizza bar.
I love that.
Pasta,
starving.
like lasagna, a couple different pastas, and then a salad and dessert bar, which, sometimes you would see a kid just like standing there on his own, licking a spoon, licking one of them, and you'd go up and grab it, and you think, oh God, how many times does that happen? And we don't
Yeah.
see it. They just put
Go
the
sit with your
spoon
dad. He's on his
back.
7th beer. You're allowed to eat soon.
Well, you
You're
know,
allowed to
because
eat
it's
soon.
like a holiday for the parents, you know,
Yeah.
like any opportunity to,
God.
you know,
Like a cruise
So
ship.
is there any?
See
There
you
is
later.
all you can eat things still, isn't there? Cruise ships.
Cruise
Awful.
ships I love because
All you
it's
can eat.
all you can eat. But like there's like set times and like people are like, it's the dinner's not open till 5.
But people are waiting.
People are there at 4:30.
They're waiting.
It's like, and they're
It's like the
and they're
pokies.
fucking,
Yes.
oh yeah, they're tapping their plates like a
Yeah.
fucking dog. You're like,
Yeah.
just wait, and then they're just like hoeing in. You're like, mate, there's heaps of it there.
They're pushing each other out of the way for it. There's a line. They're rousting on people who've they think's pushed in. It's
something about all you can eat that makes people forget their humanity.
Yes,
really.
and it's Lucas pointed this out to me today. He said, I can't remember how it came up, but we were talking about people who can't handle free food or something like that, and he said
free food and alcohol. If I see it's like something in my lobe, I've got to. I need to eat it.
Yeah, he goes. It reminds me of the time when I took you into Virgin Lounge for the first time ever.
You or Lucas?
No, Lucas brought me into the Virgin Lounge.
Oh yeah, you'd be a grub.
We had a baby, and I was like, it was like 12 p.m. on the dot, and I was like, so this is free, and he goes, yeah, you can have whatever you want. I was like, oh my God. And I handed him the baby. I came back with 2 wines and then all of the food, and I was eating it and I was drinking and I was going, do you want wine? And he goes, no, it's too early. I don't want a wine. I'm like, it's free, Lucas.
Are you a fucking moron?
I'm like, I had about like 4 or 5 wines.
You're losing money.
Exactly.
If you don't
What's the point of coming in here?
Yeah.
It's rude. The chefs can see you.
Yeah.
Eat it. I'm like putting things in my handbag. He was like, it was so embarrassing. He's only admitted that now 12 years later. That was a really embarrassing day for me. Then he goes, or very similar to the time we went on an international flight to Sri Lanka together. This was last year, where I'd been on plenty of international flights, but I was...
Curry's giving you diarrhea. It's too hot. You're like,
No.
keep putting it down. I swear.
I was so thirsty because I was back to my holiday and I was like, oh, can I please get a gin and tonic? We hadn't even taken off. And the guy was like, yep, I can get you a gin and tonic. He brings it back. It's way too strong. Oof. But so because it's it's like mostly gin and a splash of tonic. Tiny little cups. And
That's
I was
my
like,
guy.
yeah. And I was like, okay, because it was so awful, I just have to boof it back. And I go, well, it's free. Can I have another one? I'm so
plane hasn't even taken off.
Just up in the air. It's like the information thing on the screen. It's just this ad that's playing over and over and over again about like real estate in Sri Lanka. And
you're like, let's buy some.
Yeah. Lucas goes, I'll never forget this. I tapping on the screen with my acrylic nails. The person in front would have been like, fucking, what is that? I'm tapping on it. And I go, Lucas, we're going to buy one of these. And he was like, no, we're not. What do you do? Our son, who's 3, is sitting next to us. I go, do you want Dad to buy one that clack, clack, clack? And he was going, Bron, you need to stop drinking gin and tonics. I'm like, but they're free.
We can still see our house from the plane. We're not even close.
But we're going to buy one in Sri Lanka. Doesn't matter. Forget about that one. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm a sucker for free things. So you would have had some really atrocious people like me.
I saw people throw up out the front because they'd eaten too much.
What? But wait. Do they come back in after though?
No.
Tactical spew. I'm good.
I mean, I saw a lot of other people throw up as well because, well, I didn't see it, but we were all teenagers. So we're all there hungover every day,
Perfect place.
And, I worked there. My sister worked there. My brother worked there. My mum worked there. My cousin worked there. Our best friends worked there. Like everyone.
Whoa.
Yeah. That we knew.
So where you went if the entire town was working there?
Yeah. It's Morwell. A lot of people live there.
Oh, Morwell.
Is that the town you grew up in?
Yeah.
Oh,
that would have been a very fighty restaurant.
Home of the mushroom murder trial.
The trial,
case.
Yeah, that would have been.
Have you been to that courthouse in Moore?
I have driven past it. I went to the town and someone stole fuel out of my motorbike.
Was that from there? That's linked.
That's
so
Morwell.
funny. So did you? Is that pizzeria still going?
No.
Okay, because he must have been. That guy would be spewing now. He would be like, "Fuck, we would have gone crazy during this Erin Patterson trial."
Absolutely.
The cafes
the hotels
would have
were
made.
full.
Yeah. What a beautiful thing to happen to that town.
Yeah, my dad, when I called my dad, he's like, oh, everyone's in town. Oh, they're bloody loving it. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yes.
Dad went into the case as well one day.
To
watch.
Oh, he must have lined up because there was only a certain
he's
amount
like, yeah. I don't know how he got in, but he's like, oh, there's so much security. It's worse than an airport. I was like,
I
my God.
had to bloody crawl through the roof cavity to get in there.
Yeah. Like, of course he went because he checks out everything. I'm like, oh my God, what was it like? Blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
He's like, oh, it was so boring.
Yeah, you would
because we just hear the juicy part.
Yeah, you get the nice
they're in
bit.
court the whole day.
Was
Just
And
going.
Erin
please
in there?
describe vividly in details every species of mushroom that's ever
Yeah.
existed. You're like,
the
oh,
mushroom experts would be like, "Fuck, this is my time to shine."
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
going to tell
dry.
so dry, be really boring. But I remember Georgia Love, she was saying she was like covering the case for her radio station, I think.
In Morwell.
And she said that there would be a line, to get in was so hard, and there was only a certain amount of seats that you could get. So your dad got one of them and just hated it. Well, this is boring.
Tell you what's better, a bloody all you can eat buffet. Guys, I brought you some fucking pizza.
So that was the worst job you've ever had.
Oh,
But you talk about
I mean,
see, this is what I'm talking about, an eternal optimist. You talk about the worst job you've ever had.
I mean, the pay was so bad.
Yes.
Like I started on $5, maybe ended on like $13 or $14.
Hey, so
and
you
I
must
was
have
like,
been there for ages.
yeah, I was there
almost
for
tripled.
ages. I was working there when I was like, a teenager, and one night I worked like 16 nights in a row. Like I don't know. It didn't
Wow. Very
bother
cool.
me working there heaps. My sister and friends and all that sort of
Did you
thing
ever-
worked there. So we kind of had fun. Like,
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Was there any romance?
Oh, yes. Great question.
Not romance.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
saw the guy having
slept with a
eight
lot of
schooners?
terrible people who
Oh,
worked
yeah,
there.
like, no romance. I fucked a lot of dish pigs, though.
Basically.
I could see their hand move, but their fingers are quite strong.
I don't even know, because they were like delivery drivers and
Yep.
people making pizzas and stuff. Oh, actually, I remember this one guy, not that I hooked up with, but
Sure, wink. For everyone on the audio, I winked and she agreed.
The person who worked there, this one guy who worked there who was like, went to my school and was really fucking smart, like one of those high enter score people.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a delivery driver. And so obviously pizzas are coming out of the oven. Someone's got to be there to take it out and cut it and, so they don't roll onto the floor. It was
Sure.
like one of those pizza oven things. And one night it was so funny. Someone said he just saw that guy. He was like counting his money for the deliveries. And he turned back and there was like a pizza coming out and he just watched it roll onto the floor.
Oh.
You know those people who were like very
Book smart.
intelligent, but
Yeah.
also
Fucking idiot.
fucking
The
dumb
dumbest
shits.
people in the world. Going,
They're like, we just saw him. He just looked at it fall onto the floor.
He had an internal monologue going,
crazy.
I'm 28 and this is my life right now. Oh my God.
And he ended up marrying Erin Peterson. So
yeah.
no
He's
wonder
like,
she was
that
trying to
thing's
poison him.
poisoned. I'm not going to eat it.
And he's like, yeah, this is poison. He still bring it to his mouth. I had the free again because I sometimes not steal, but I had on the way back I got
Can't steal free things.
Yeah, exactly.
correct, but you can put 3/4 of a bottle of vodka into your water bottle and walk away with it.
Where's the vodka from, though?
Lounges, free spirits.
Oh, yeah, you can't.
That's wild.
Okay, so
but
my sister
This
has.
was an international one. It wasn't the London one, but I've like someone ones when they have spirits that are unguarded. I'll keep coming back with a vodka cup and just keep filling up my water bottle till I get 600 ml. Then I take that on a plane and I
can
drink
they
it.
see you do this?
I mean, if they looked, yeah, I'm pretty sneaky.
Yeah, you've always got to carry around a Tupperware container with
Full
you.
of vodka.
Yeah. But my sister
I'm
has a
not getting
rule
food.
because she's a bit of a Brett klepto person.
What's a klepto? Sexual being.
Kleptomaniac.
What's a
A
kleptomaniac?
stealer.
They're addicted to stealing.
I don't think I'm addicted to stealing. Okay.
Anyway, my sister has this rule: like you can't steal something if it's not really, like if it's not for sale, if it's not something you can sell.
Okay, talk me
Like
through
so
that.
they're not selling
They're not
those
selling.
bottles.
Okay.
Of,
So
yeah,
it's for free.
so it's like.
So
Yeah.
you can't steal something that's for free. Is that what you mean?
But then that's also you could just go into
No,
someone's
like,
house.
it's not stealing if the thing isn't
For
like
sale.
for sale.
But then you walk into someone's house like they're not selling their TV, so I will take all their appliances.
Pretty
She's got a problem.
Wow, that is insane.
Look,
She-
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
say
call
it
the
was a
police.
good rule.
I reckon she'd know heaps of courts.
Yeah.
Really good at the court system.
Yeah.
So if you, so I have to ask you, Brady, that vodka situation, how'd that end?
I was fuck-eyed on a plane. That's how that ended.
Oh,
You were buying land in Sri Lanka.
Yeah. I wasn't quite buying land in Sri Lanka. But yeah, it was the same one. The Qantas one at London Heathrow is very fancy because it's an international lounge. And like, I didn't really need a shower. I had a shower 2 hours. I'm having a shower. I'm washing my
yeah,
hair.
of course you are.
Use all the shampoos.
Yeah, I'm
and
using the
everything.
shampoos.
Yeah.
I'm putting
everything.
moisturiser on.
You-
I already eaten lunch moments before.
no.
Yeah.
it's
And
for
then
free.
they're like, there's a 3-course dinner available. I'll have that.
Of course you are.
And then I'm like, I was the most hungover I've ever been. I'm like, well, you just need to push through. and start drinking again because this is free.
Because it's for free. And
is
it's
for
rude
free.
to say no.
This is, imagine, mum and dad never got this, so you fucking start drinking.
This is
cunt.
for your ancestors.
You
Do
bleed.
it for
You
your
bleed.
ancestors.
You bleed blood out of you when you piss. Yeah. You don't be a fucking
It's the
soft
least you
cock.
could do.
Have you two ever caught a flight together?
Oh, that would be.
No,
Oh,
we have. I wasn't drinking.
Both times we've bumped into each other in the lounge, we haven't been drinking. I feel like if we ever got a delayed one, I had a delayed one with David Quirk and Zoe Coombs Ma, delayed by 3 hours.
Oof.
And then we got like Zoe was already in, got Quirky into the lounge, and we put down an uncomfortable, an ungodly amount of wine and spirits and
Well, that's
beers.
fine.
Right.
And it was the best day ever.
Yeah, it's
And
fun.
and then I had
Sassy.
edibles as well. I was on a
Take
different planet.
advantage of it. I'm guessing you're someone who takes everything from a hotel room.
No, I don't do that.
okay.
Because
It's useless
it's
stuff.
it's useless shit. And
Shampoo, soap, that's
What
useless.
for?
yuck. Anyway, yeah, I
Hygiene.
smell. No, but shampoo you
Clean
got at
your
home. But otherwise, I feel like you're just putting more plastic and shit out there, and it's always crap stuff. Like if it's a nice bar of
guess
soap,
so, yeah.
I might take it. Keep it in the bag. But
I bring it home and give the kids. Hey, a surprise. Mum brought you home a
I
gift.
bought you this.
Yeah,
That's
use
great.
it. Disgusting kids.
peanuts. Dad used to bring peanuts back from the plane when he was on a flight, and I'm like, "Oh my god, we've got salted peanuts." You're like the least amount of thought. He's like, "Oh fuck, those two dickheads at home. Here's a napkin. Here's a peanut." And we're
Kids
like,
don't know
"Oh, we got the
any
best dad in the
better."
world. He loves us." He's like, "Couldn't give a fuck."
Hate's a thought that counts.
I just thought that.
So,
counts.
so what is, because you've been, how long have you been in comedy for?
About 16 years.
Yeah, it's a long
Getting
time,
close.
isn't it? It's awesome. So
Yeah.
what is the worst gig? And you mentioned before that you've done a lot of bad gigs. What is the worst gig you reckon you've ever done?
God, just don't know how I would be able to recall it. It's probably a
Wow.
repressed memory. There's been so many bad ones. I could probably tell you the worst one this year.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're breaking it down yearly.
Yes,
I
please.
kind of feel bad because it was a very lovely.
Never
it
feel
was like a
bad.
private gig.
Oh, the worst.
Just a guy with his shirt off,
No.
perform for me, sweetheart.
That is an awful gig, yeah. Was it Brett?
It was me. I pushed our friendship too far. I apologise.
It was a hen's night
Ooh.
and a very lovely group of people.
Yeah, they can be lovely. It's an awful gig though. Yes.
Well, it was in a kind of big warehouse space. Do you know
Okay.
Kindred Studios in Footscray?
It's
huge.
Warehouse, bride's party. I'm guessing a
So
lot of armpit
huge
hair.
space.
It was huge.
No, I said I'm guessing a lot of armpit hair.
Incorrect.
Really?
I don't get
Kindred, because it was Brunswick, you know, they're in a warehouse.
No,
I'm assuming
Footscray.
Footscray, sorry. I said Brunswick warehouse. And I was like, a lot of armpit hair for this bridal party.
I'm just mentioning the size because there were 12 people
Oh.
in there.
In a warehouse.
Yeah, in a very big space.
That's what you want.
And
in
they were
comedy.
lovely. It was for a wonderful
Are you Goxie?
soccer player.
A soccer player.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was for a female
Matilda.
soccer player.
A female soccer player.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she's wonderful. But it was 12 people in
Yeah.
a gigantic space. And
Oh, God,
it was a
it's
very
awful.
specific type of show. Like it was a improv / stand-up
What?
show.
What?
And is it just you performing?
No, there was a whole lineup of people. But on the day, they had sent us all this info about one of the brides and all these in-jokes and background information. So on the day, we got 50, 60 bits of info. And
What do you do with
I'd
that?
need 10 grand for this
it's
shit.
like,
What are you gonna do with that?
so it was kind of like this thing of doing some material and then trying to work in some stuff about the bride and the group, but it was
So
just
much
a bit
homework.
too. Yeah, it was just a bit too too many things going on that didn't gel together.
Talk to me. Who were you on the gig with? Do you remember, or can you say their names?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
who cares if they mind? Who
we
cares?
can bleep it out just in case they don't want to be.
No, you have
No,
to
they
say
don't care. They'll be.
have to
I'm
say
sure they have the exact same feeling about the gig as you do.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
'Cause
we'll
I
have them
left
on.
straight after my gig.
We don't
classic
need,
Sonia.
We don't need names.
I want
Yeah,
to know.
yeah.
It was a Goxie.
Anyway, it was probably not bad for the others, and maybe
so you were first off the.
I was
the
first
cab,
off
first cab
after
off the
the
rank.
MC, and maybe not even that bad for the audience, but it was
Yeah.
gave me a really bad feeling. You know, just those ones where you're like, oh, this is not fun, and they might think I'm absolutely horrendous.
How many
And
minutes are you
What are we
doing?
doing? 10 minutes, I think.
That's fine. I can do 10.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Roll the
is
eyes
it
back.
crowd work? You doing crowd work? You talking to people?
Well, I mean, yeah, because of the nature of the gig, you know, there's 12 people and you kind of want to include
Is
it.
there more people on stage than off stage?
No.
Okay.
But there was like maybe 5 of us performing.
Oh God, it's too many people.
Too many people.
And also,
Three,
did
four,
they
four,
laugh?
5. They were laughing, but 12 people in a gigantic room.
Were they
know,
they
the laughter
planned to have
disappears.
12 people?
Yeah,
Was there meant to be 112 rocked up?
Everyone turned up.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
it.
it was
But
kind
why
of
such
like,
a big space?
They don't know how
it was
comedy
a bit
works.
last minute.
And they organised a whole comedy show, improv.
So there's these websites that you can look up. You know those
JuicyTits.com.
random events?
Yes, I've been to that website.
no,
What does it have to do with a comedy gig?
I don't know.
Just
I had
wanted to tell
website.
us about it.
oh God,
Dodgy
he's
website
just
you've been
desperate
to.
for us to know he's straight. That's all he's done for the entire
I
episode.
know.
Not gay, despite what they
my God.
photoshopped in on this episode of the 12.
I
care.
didn't have sex with Sam Neill. I swear.
I actually
You
did, and
wish.
I would claim that.
Yeah, you wish.
Anyway,
Yeah. So you go on a website.
these, you know, there's these random event websites that you can look up comedians to book
Yes.
and packages and that
Yes.
kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's comedians on there who are like, you know, open micers
Yeah.
Oh,
with
yeah.
like minimum price $500.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I've gotten drunk and tried to book some of them sometimes. Like, this will be fun for a boys' trip.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
Anyway,
good. I think that is fun.
I think they found
for them.
they're fans of comedy,
Yep.
not anymore.
Were fans. Yes.
Look, I can't speak for the rest of the gig, how it went. But there's just a lot of these websites where you can look up and find like a comedy package. So it's a night that runs frequently in Melbourne, and then it's on this website
okay.
to book for private events.
Okay.
Yeah.
So come along and so they say we'd like a comedy thing. Do they select the comedians, or they just say,
No.
"Oh, we'll
Like this
we'll
package,
do a lineup for you. Don't
These are
worry
the
about
kind
it."
of audience. These are the kind of comics. we
Wow.
got, yeah.
So you did a hands and did you include any of the information that they gave you?
Kind of.
Did they love it, or it just was-
badly.
Well, if you've given it the day off,
Yeah, well,
come on.
that was the tricky thing about it. And like, no disrespect to the organisers.
No,
to the
they tried their
event.
best.
It was just a whole lot of things going together that didn't quite gel for me.
Because you're very diplomatic. I would have dragged everyone's name through the dirt.
I would have
if
gone,
that
this
was it."
is shit.
Yeah.
You're wasting my time.
I still would have. I would have done it. I would if I turned up, but I would have regretted it instantly if I saw the situation. I think this is with comedy.
Yeah.
People don't
Oh,
know.
do you
what
want if I
it's
go
supposed
first?
Like
Bye.
you were talking about at the start, like you walk into some spaces and you're like, ooh,
Yeah,
this is going to be tough.
This is going to hurt.
And it was. Yeah.
Oh, so no wonder you walked into that gig that I did with you, and you're like, yeah, like look at it. Look, it'll be pretty. It could be awful, but it'll be fine. And I was like, it's gonna be awful, Sonia. What are you talking about? We shouldn't have
Sonia's
come
like
to
the
this gig.
fucking T2 from Terminator, just flicking bullets out of his skin, getting sewed up. Get her back out there. She's like, man, this is great.
I
I've
was
been
like,
shot.
Bron, this looks like the best gig I've done all year. This is like,
is good.
what the fuck?
I love
I
that.
feel like Jerry Seinfeld walking into this room. What the hell?
So have you done many corporates or like private gigs?
No, I did one, I think, earlier this year.
And it was all right.
It was all right. It was so late last year. I did a gig at a pub about an hour out from Melbourne. I can't remember the suburb.
You're always
Sorry.
traveling. You're always
Anyway,
traveling.
me and Doug Chappell, who's lovely.
Lovely.
It was during the day and it was a Christmas gig,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't like a specific workplace. It was for like heaps of businesses in the area. So it was a huge
they
room
do
with
that
lots
sometimes,
of
yeah.
different businesses in the area. It was during the day. First, they had a comedy magician.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So-
I've
Oh
done this
my
one.
God.
Yeah.
I've actually got, you know the guy?
No.
okay.
I've done a very similar gig,
Yeah.
but it would probably be the same
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Who had a bit of a tough time.
Can't imagine why.
Anyway, and then they moved into the dining room and it was packed and they'd eaten, and then we did the comedy, just me and Doug.
Yep.
It was great. It went really well. And then the guy who owned the pub really liked me. So he got in contact. And then the following year, he's like, I've got this private gig. Do you want to come and do that? I'm like, okay. What is it? And he said it was a Christmas party. But I'm like, it's like early in the year.
Yeah.
Anyway, it wasn't.
Oh.
Maybe he'd misunderstood or something.
I still need you in the elf outfit. That's what I'm trying to say.
It was in... I don't even know where it was.
Yeah,
maybe
sure.
40 minutes out. And I rock up, huge house, huge backyard, big
at his
pool.
residence.
It was his wife's birthday, and they have this huge party for her birthday every year, like a festival. They had a gigantic truck with a band on it. You know those huge trucks with
Yes.
They had like they said in the past they had heaps of food trucks and stuff, but they just had this one main catering company with these huge woks and like they're making all this food, heaps of booze and stuff.
Lots of
but
money.
it was like super bright and and so I did a set just in front of the gigantic truck that the band were going to play on. And it was just all
Right near a
these
wheel.
people in the backyard with a pool around.
Were they listening?
And they were actually listening.
Oh, wow.
Because
That was the worst part. They were listening.
they weren't laughing, but they were listening.
Oh, they could hear everything clearly.
No, they did quite laugh a bit and you know, enjoy it and that sort of thing. But I think that one worked because they do this event for the wife's birthday, I feel like every year. So they're like, oh, last year we had a drag. They've got a band all the time, but then they're used to having a performer at this
My God, that sounds
gigantic
awesome.
place. Yeah, but one of those ones that you rock up to and you're like,
I regret this. I regret this. I regret this.
oh my God.
Yes. Or you pull up in the drive and then you're like, is that it? It's someone's house. Okay. I regret this. I regret this. I regret this. I regret this.
I've gotta go.
I gotta go. Come on. And then you go, how much money? How much money? Okay. All right. What could I do with that money? All right. I could. Yep. I would. All right.
I've still gotta go.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I'll go in and I'll just
Exactly.
do it. I'll just
And I
hope
think-
I can't feel
I
it.
mean, you could tell they had a bit of coin. And, you know,
Yeah.
it was one of those ones where it's like, oh, how much do you want for the gig? And I said, I wish. But I said a number and he's like, yep, great. And
Ooh, too low.
It was way
I was
too
like,
low.
oh,
Damn it.
yeah.
This is where you need
Aim
Yeah,
high.
I
You
know.
need someone to
Settle
say,
low.
You go, I'll get
10.
back to you. And then you ask someone. And you ask someone else. That's
20.
what I've learned that so many times. Is
3 million.
I always say the number way before. So now with management, they'll do that. But before I had management, I'd say a number and I go, damn it. And then I'd tell Claire Hooper and she was like, that is no one would do that
See,
gig for that.
I don't have
Damn
management,
it.
so I'm just
Always ask Claire Hooper. Ask Claire
just a
Hooper.
solo loser person on my own.
Just take a beat, say I'll be right back to you. and
I
then
mean,
ask Claire
it
Hooper.
wasn't bad, and I performed for like 10 to 15 minutes. Like, yeah.
There's a comedian up in Queensland.
I'll tell you how much afterwards. but
Right.
yeah.
There's a comedian up in Queensland called Georgina Humphreys. I don't know if you've ever met her. She is so, like, you'll never meet anyone quite like her. She is from a tiny town near Cairns, and one of the most bogan, most positive, most upbeat person. She always, like, I love her comedy because she'll say a joke, it'll be like a pun. And the audience will go, oh, and she'll go, oh, yeah, you're the legends, yeah, go, you're the legends, I love yous, I love yous, I love yous. And then she'll go to the next joke. Anyway, she's one of the most endearing people to watch. And she's always wearing, like, she's dressed like,
I think I've
she's
seen
on
her.
a-
Like
you
she's
would've
under
seen her.
under 30.
What?
She's under 30 years old.
Yeah,
Like, under 30,
yeah. It's a weird, that's how you
No, because
differentiate women.
No, there was
Is
an
it
older
another
lady in
31?
comedy who's got a very
Or
similar.
overs. We're overs.
Sorry.
So we're not on the radar.
Sorry, I only know people who I want to fuck. So are they under 30 or
God,
over
yes.
30? No, but I'm just trying to put it because there's two people I had in mind, and one was a lady in her 50s, and the other one was
No, yeah, she's young.
young.
And
She's always
wonderful.
very well dressed in
Yeah.
like dresses, and I know the one.
She's on her way to work a dress up party with her really eclectic fashion. Love her so much. Anyway, so she did a gig where there was a
Under
couple
30?
a couple in the audience who
God.
loved her so much. They came over to her and they said, "Oh, we're about to get married. Do you reckon you could come and do a spot at our wedding?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, I reckon maybe, I don't know. And they then got in contact with her over email and they were like, cool, so these are all the things, this is how we got together. So they wanted her to include all this information about them in her set.
Yeah.
And she was like, okay. She'd never met him. And she was like, okay, it really feels like a best woman, a maid of honour speech right now. And because she's so nice, she was like, yeah, I could do it. Like, is there a fee? And they're like, no, but we can give you dinner. So she was supposed to go to their wedding and perform like a 20-minute set.
Oh my God.
Including all this information about them and just get a chicken Kiev.
No.
And did she do it?
Yeah. She did it.
And
I don't know how well it went, but if we ever get her on the podcast, I have to ask her about this. But she was just one of those situations where she was like, I don't want to be rude. It's nice. It's a compliment that they want me to be at the perform
It's
at
a
their
fucking
wedding.
insult to go, hey, I like you. Will you work for free?
Yeah, but you don't know.
No,
that
she
at the
is
start.
worth a chicken Kiev. That is what we feel.
But she did it.
You don't know.
You don't know.
These
Guys,
are
this is a
mistakes
big
you made
opportunity
along
for
the
you.
way.
Yeah, and she
Learn from
exactly.
them.
And you, everyone at the party were, we want her at my birthday, or we want her at our. It could like open this new thing. It's this thing with comedy. You never know what it's gonna start.
Just give me the cash now. I don't give a fuck about your dreams or my dreams. I want cash.
Okay, is she under 30? Is she over 30?
That's all I want to know. Fuck it out.
Oh my God. Okay, Sonia, we're going to wrap it up. Sonia, thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you.
on.
Thanks for
How do
having
people
me.
find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Sonia
Yeah.
D Comedy.
Yeah.
And you've also
And
got
that's
a
it.
great new YouTube series. Which
TV series.
Well, yeah, YouTube. It's not
called
just
The
TV.
12. YouTube. It's
Playing
better
a
than
gay
TV.
man that pegs
Yes,
me.
it's true.
And
YouTube series. It's called Suddenly 40.
Yes.
so over 30.
Yeah. Well
Uninterested.
over 30.
Yuck.
Brent's not watching.
And you do it
No,
with
I saw that and I was like, fuck, I can be on there next year. Hell yeah.
We may as well just call it a dry pussies.
Look, that's what I was going to say, but I'm glad you got there first.
But quickly tell us what is it about? You do with Jacqueline Misfud?
Jacqueline Mifsud, another comedian who's turning 40 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're talking all about wild shit that happened in the past, comparing it to, what Gen Z's doing, offering
Right.
some crazy advice and speculating on the future.
So how do people find it?
On
Just go into
YouTube, Suddenly 40.
Suddenly 40.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I can't wait to have a look at that. That'll be great.
Love it. Guys, if you're not already on the Patreon, make sure you do so. If you can't be bothered doing that, make sure you fucking subscribe or share the content. Get us out there. Let your friends know. We just want to be out there and having a bloody good time. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure you follow us both on social media. Until
all three
next
of us.
time. All three of us.
Mandatory.
Mandatory.
Yes.
I'm going to be looking at the account right fucking now. If I don't see it got by 3,000, I'm going to come and fight all of you guys. And trust me, I've played a gay character on the 12. I don't know what that's got to do with anything. Oh, who knows? I've ended it that way. I can't change it now. There's no way to edit this. Who cares? Goodbye. Bye. Thanks, Sonia. Bye.
Yeah, thanks.
I've been fired from a lot of places. I've been fired from so many places.
I went into the class one day, real bullets. Kill me.